Hello. Hello, hello. What is up, everybody? How are you all doing today? It is Tuesday. Hello, Bully. Hello, hello. It is Tuesday, which means we're doing another Pokemon run. And I have a cat that's trying to rip the fucking headphones off my head. Hi. Little shit. And yeah, where is this is the page that I want. All right. Obviously, we are not doing the arena again. We are doing Tentacool. All right, so we are doing Tentacool solo run today in Pokemon Red. There we go. Finally got it out. Reminder, because it is Christmas Eve tomorrow, I will not be streaming. I'm actually going to see family for once in my fucking life. Holy shit. So yeah, we will be doing nothing tomorrow, stream-wise. Friday and Saturday, we will be back as normal, but just a early reminder that we will not be here tomorrow. But today, we're going to be doing the Pokemon solo run with Tentacool. We're going to start off looking at the stats and the moveset, as we always do. Try to figure out what we're going to do with this guy. I have a feeling that he's going to be, if I remember correctly from Tentacruel was faster than I expected. And actually had some pretty beefy stats, if I remember correctly. I remember Tentacruel being one of those that I was pleasantly surprised by. So let's see if Tentacool matches up with that. So, kinda, yeah. We get the nice 100 special, which is awesome considering that's kind of insane, right? 100 special, a triple digit stat on an unevolved Pokemon is unheard of, I want to say. I think it's like actually, I don't think we've ever seen one. Have we ever seen a base stat over 100 on an unevolved Pokemon that's not like a single stage, right? Like, that's not like Kangaskhan or Aerodactyl or something. I don't know if we have. Yeah, doubt it, because that is crazy good. We kind of make up for it in the fact that we have like a garbage attack, garbage HP, terrible defense. But our speed and special are Voltorb speed. Let's Voltorb. I don't know. Oh yeah, Voltorb speed. Good call. Good call. But that's like, right, that is the fastest line in Gen 1. Actually, how many unevolved Pokemon have a base stat over 100? It was 100. What? Execute special? No. No, that was actually partially what was the problem with Execute, was that its base stats were just not good. So I love how this is like, hey, I know that you're asking for this. I'm just going to ignore that with Gyarados and Blissey. That's interesting though. Let's take a look at his boost, at his stats. What did I just click? I accidentally clicked on something. What did I just click? Also get out of here. Oh, I guess I clicked on the timer because I hadn't pulled that up yet. All right, so anyway, oh shit. Okay, that's not good. Okay, I was kind of shit. Fuck. Oh fuck, we get Mega Drain. That's huge. That is actually really good for us. And Swords Dance. Okay, wait. Any Pokémon has better defense and special. Imagine that. Yeah. Well, I kind of see that as being that makes sense because they're more like coconuts than eggs, right? I've always looked at them, even though, you know, egg is literally in the name, I've always looked at them more like coconuts. And go and punch a coconut and tell me how that goes for you. Okay, moveset though. Acid. Stab, so it's 60 power. Double resisted by rock ground, so you know, not great for Brock, but it does have, it's like a 40% chance to lower your defense stat or something. 1 in 3. And then basically a 25% chance of used against you. Got it. So it's got a 1 in 3 chance of lowering defense, which is actually really good for us. Supersonic can also be really useful against Brock, obviously. But we don't really... Barrier is interesting. But Barrier gets overwritten by Swords Dance, right? What does our boost set look like? What does our final moveset look like? Swords Dance, Double Edge, Ice Beam, Mega Drain? Possibly? Right, because, like, yes, we have a really good special stat, and we do not have that great of a physical stat, but Sword Stance kind of makes that irrelevant. Right, because you use Sword Stance once, and suddenly this 40 is an 80. Surf? So, the reason that I almost never double up on both Ice Beam and Surf is because while, yes, Surf is stab, so it's going to do more damage, if everything is equal, the overwhelming majority of the time, Ice Beam and Surf are super effective against the same Pokemon. And Ice Beam also counters the entirety of fucking Lance's team, right? So Surf is, unfortunately, we almost never actually use Surf on any of the Pokemon that can learn it. Because I can't think of a single Pokemon that can learn Surf that doesn't also learn Ice Beam. Lance can't do anything because you're poisoned, though. This is true. Outside of Gyarados and Aerodactyl. And Aerodactyl is very fast. I mean, we're also pretty fast, But Aerodactyl is one of the fastest Pokemon in the game, and it has a pretty good fucking attack stat, and it has Hyper Beam. And because it's very, very fast, it also has a very, very high chance to crit on Hyper Beam. So I am always, always hyper paranoid about Aerodactyl. Oh, let me get some background going. Forgot to turn the background music on. Oops, my bad. What are the sticking points in this run? Strangely enough, Brock is going to be one. I thought we would start with Water Gun, but we don't get that till level 20 fucking 2. Which basically means that we get Water Gun from TM12 instead. The instant we get Water Gun, we are in an infinitely better space than we are beforehand. But even still, I see Misty being annoying. Although Misty would also be stuck using only Tackle. So Misty actually might not be too terrible because she's going to be stuck using Tackle. Although that does go back to using... It actually might be better for us to not get tackled, right? Like if I could somehow get that to be a thing. But that's just not going to happen, right? Because of our pathetic physical defense. I think we skip Surge and come back to him once we get to Celadon. Right? Which actually makes it better. Which actually, like, weirdly enough, makes Misty easier because I don't have to worry about fighting her before I go down to the SS Anne to get that XP. Even though I'm not getting Body Slam down there, which is really unfortunate, by the way. The fact that we don't get Body Slams kind of sucks. Just the extra levels will help. Erika, we will have Ice Beam for at that point. We will also be able to have Double Edge. Although Double Edge, I don't think that we teach Double Edge until we also have Sword Stance. Let me think about that for a second. Does Double Edge give us anything before we get Sword Stance? Not real. Okay, so what would I have at that point? We would have Bubble Beam. We would have Ice Beam. Sword Stance and Acid can be good too for some time. Yeah. That's true. I'm curious. No recoil. Yeah, and because it's stab, it's slightly more than half of the base power of Double Edge. I'm curious. What did I do with Tentacruel? Where are you at? There you are. Probably has no HP. Yeah, we only have a base 40. Sword Stance, Ice Beam. We did have Double Edge here. Mega Drain. So, okay, so if we compare Acid versus Mega Drain, what does Acid do for us? It stabs, so it's 60 base versus Double Edge is 100. It has the boost of having a high chance to lower defense as well. So 1 in 3 times after the first acid, we're gonna have a lower defense. It does take advantage of sword stance. Doesn't rely on badge boost. Well, I'm comparing specifically acid versus double edge, not acid versus the special moves. Because I know that. Let me look. Gen 1. Oh shit! Poison is neutral versus psychic. Okay. I thought poison got resisted by psychic. So that was like the main argument that I had in my head against it, was like, what is the Pokemon that we're gonna want a physical move for? It's Alakazam. Always gonna be Alakazam, right? Like, that is the poster child of, you need a physical move. Alakazam. And I was thinking that I was going to need double edge because I thought that acid would be resisted, but apparently not. I just use poison moves so rarely that it almost never actually comes into play. Okay, so what else would we be using this for? What else would we... Okay, so we have... Let's say we have Ice Beam, Mega Drain. These are the other two moves that we are guaranteed to have. Ice Beam, Mega Drain. What do those cover? You hit fire types for neutral, so that covers Blaine with Ice Beam. Both of them cover rock and ground types. They also do well against fighting types because fighting types tend to have very bad special. Against Koga, I would be using Ice Beam. Against Sabrina, I would probably just be using Sword Stance. Acid or Sword Stance Double Edge. That is one. Actually, there is one Pokemon so far where Double Edge would have an outright advantage over Acid, and that is the Venomoth. Right? Because Acid will be... Well, no, Acid would also be hitting for neutral, because Poison... Bug. And Bug is weak against Poison in Gen 1. So even then, it's arguable because of the recoil avoidance. It primarily just comes down to, will I be able to one-shot with Acid or not? Because if I can't one-shot with Acid, then obviously Double Edge is going to be better. But on the other hand, we're going to have Sword Stance once we get to Saffron. And then once we get Sword Stance, it basically just comes into how many Sword Stances do we need before we one-shot, right? And can we survive? And can we Mega Drain, right? Because we're going to have Mega Drain by that point too. They're both 100%. Oh yeah, if Acid wasn't 100%, that wouldn't even be a question. I would get rid of Acid as soon as possible if it wasn't 100%. Yeah, even if it was 95, I'd be like, nope, double-edged is. Nope, nope, double-edged is. So yeah, we do have to keep in mind that I do have access to Mega Drain to regain some of our health that we would be losing from Swords Dance turns, right? Or at least I would after we beat Erika. Which, that's actually another thing. Speaking of dual types, resist and weakness, we are actually neutral to grass type moves. So like Razor Leaf and Petal Dance, they would only hit us for neutral damage. Now still, they're going to be very... Well, no, grass is special, so it would be going up against our 100 special stat. Huh. That's weird to think of. It's really weird to think of Erika as being, meh. This shouldn't be that dangerous for us when we're dealing with a water-type Pokemon. Interesting. Okay, so the final move set is Ice Beam, Mega Drain, Sword Stance, and then either Acid or Double Edge. That's just what it is. All right. So we are going to go open Game Boy Color. We are going to scroll back down here and open up the Tentacool. Yeah, I think that teaching Double Edge over Acid in the Tentacool run might have actually been a mistake. All right, let's do this. Oh, that's very large. That's what she said. 0. We have not. Oh, wait. Swap back to that real quick. Forgot to this setup. All right. Hooray, we did it. Wait, are you? Why are you misaligned very slightly? What the hell? Why is there a white bar at the top there? How long has I been there? There. Okay. Allow me to just bitch and moan about something that doesn't actually matter that much. So we're going to pull this back up, go over here again. What do you mean I'm offline? Okay, it was just lying. It was just lying. Never mind. Everything's fine. Okay. Getting started in 3. Oh! Sorry, I lied. Oh, there was a new Avatar movie came out. I could use their names now. Hell yeah. I don't even have to see or hear anything about it. It's an Avatar movie. Obviously, it's going to be terrible. Neytiri. All right. His name is going to be Neytiri. No, we're going to take Sooley. S-O-O-L-E-Y. Jake Sooley. All right. There we go. One second. Wait, what? Who wrote just followed on the screen? I don't see here. Wait, what? Oh, wait. I'm actually not seeing that anywhere. Yeah, wait, what? Why is that not in my chat box? Wait, what the fuck? All. Wait, what's going on? I don't see a chat here. I don't either. Well, okay, so it was a kick follow. I don't know why it didn't show up anywhere, but thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that, Mr. Christian. Suli. Yeah, I see it there. That's odd. I'll have to figure that out. I like almost never get anybody chatting on Kick. Except for bots, so I haven't really, well, yeah, because because when those assholes came in and were botting the other day, yeah, those were coming through. Why didn't that one? Why did only the bad messages come through? What the fuck? Oh, maybe it's because it wasn't a message. It was, oh, okay. So I also haven't had anybody follow me on Kick in quite a while. So, all right, we are going to kill at everything that we come across because we're going to need to get some extra levels before we beat Brock anyway. So as usual. Yeah, my Kick channel has been fairly static since I started it up. Outside of the first like 4 or 5 people that followed. So I'm not really used to it interacting with the chat box or anything, because I don't even know if I had the chat box set up that day. Why did I go and talk to you again like I didn't already talk to you and get your potion? What the hell's wrong with me? Alright, we're gonna heal up because we've taken a bit of damage here. Pokeball, 5 of them. Antidote we don't need to worry about. Paralyzed heal we do. Alright. Why is it that the randomized playlist always plays this song? I'm not complaining because it's one of my favorites from Hades 2, but I just find it odd. Alright, since we are resistant to Poison Sting, and also we are immune to actually being poisoned, I am not at all worried about fighting these trainers. Also doubly, especially because we are super effective against the Caterpie. Alright, so there's Supersonic. Oh, wait, we have, like, infinite power points, too, don't we? Yeah, we have 30. Acid is great. Acid is pretty good. I'm going to Supersonic the Kakuta because I want to try to make it so that it doesn't harden a whole bunch. Meant the attack? I also meant the attack. There was one point in my life where I would have also advocated for the chemical substance. The mind-altering one. Not the skin-burning one. But not anymore. Only done it 3 or 4 times, not my cup of tea. There was a point where I did it every weekend. More of a beer guy. I am... Oh, we're out of PowerPoints. All right. So that infinite PowerPoints that I was just talking about, not entirely true. Ain't no way I'm going in there. Ain't no way I'm going in there. Do we go and fight Rival 1.5? Probably. It's good XP for sure. And I do think that as long as I can avoid... How close am I to level 10? Relatively, actually. Okay. So that's one nice thing is I'm like one of those weird Pokemon where it's like I have very good stats in some areas, but the game doesn't consider me OP as fuck, so it doesn't put me in one of the slower level up groups. Good crit. Good crit. All right, so there's level 10. Let's go try Rival 1.5. So basically, this fight just comes down to how badly does my luck stand up once we lose or once we get slapped by a sand attack. Like, how badly does sand attack fuck up my life? There it is. But we only got one of them. Nice. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, it like almost gave us a full level. Damn it. Okay, so the question now is, what level do I beat the junior trainer? And the problem is, you got to remember, we are resisted. Our only attacking move is resisted by both of his Pokemon. And Diglett is somebody who does a lot of damage. Has a very high crit chance, is very fast, even faster than we are. Oh, hey, speaking of fast, hi Pikachu, bye Pikachu. 15. I don't know if we have to go all the way to 15 to beat him. Like for Brock, I would say 15 minimum. Because like at 13 or wait, what level is it? At 13, we learn Rap. And as unimpressive as Rap is, Rap with a Pokemon as fast as us, with the level advantage that we would have at level 13, easily lets us take the junior trainer. Because we're just going to outspeed and keep him wrapped forever. I'm just gonna ignore that. It's more ghostly, but yeah, it's like I appreciate the sentiment. However, the first ever message being sent in a stream being, "Hey, join my Discord," is basically, or add me on Discord and join my community. Like, yeah, I'm new on Kick, but I've done the streaming thing for a while. And, you know, that's kind of one of those, you know, it's one of those faux pas. Did I say no? What the hell? All right, that's fine. But anyway, so, wait, how close am I to leveling up again? Oh, literally one fight. Okay. So we got one more level before we go and take on the junior trainer. Just got Diablo 4 too? Hell yeah. I have only ever played a single Diablo game, and it was Diablo 3. I did. I have a lot of time in Diablo 3. I did enjoy my time there. It's just like at this point, the problem that I run into in games like that at this point is they tend to just be. Wait, is that actually real? Wait, let me check something. Let me reload this page. Oh no, okay. Dispatch from work was top like 60. Wait, what do you mean by that? I don't know what some of those words mean in this context. In Diablo 3? Are you talking about like a guild? The guy who dispatches. Oh, okay. I thought you were using the term dispatch as something in game. That's where the confusion came from. Literally 2 XP to level up. All right. Yeah. I get you now. Okay. All right, there's level 3. I had to use confusion to kill the last Pokemon to get to level 13. I know I just said level 3. Shut up. Yeah. No. You're good. Okay, so Diglett still outspeeds us, which is unfortunate. Nice. There's our first miss, and we got sand attacked immediately fucking after, because of course we did. Alright, cool. We didn't get screwed over too badly. Alright, so still deathless. But again, there's absolutely no way that I take Brock right now at level 13. No shot whatsoever. Nice crit, saved us a PowerPoint. Nice crit, saved us a PowerPoint. Level 16 for a sure victory. I'm gonna try for 15. Because I think 15 will be enough. Because, like, the main thing is just, outspeeding fucking Christ, words. No, the miss. No, the double miss. The triple miss? Excuse me? Perfect example why I don't give a fuck what the accuracy is if it's not 100%. Getting rid of... The problem is Geodude's going to be a pain in the ass regardless. Because we're not going to be able to do it fast no matter what we do. The best thing that we can hope for, and this is kind of where I'm at mentally when I'm thinking about this, is how do we get Wrap to do the most damage? And I think what we have to do is I kind of have to use Acid and hope to get him to -2 before he starts spamming the ever-living fuck out of defense. If I can get him to -2 on defense, that doubles the damage of Wrap, which means that Wrap actually has a chance of not doing 1 damage, right? I think Wrap and hope it never misses. So here's the issue with that. Here's the issue with that. If you just Wrap and hope he never misses, you will get to the point where we run out of Wraps, most likely. Well... Okay, so wait, let me think. So the Geodude has 33 health. We have 20 Wraps, it's 85% accurate. So guaranteed 2 damage per Wrap. Up to 5 damage per Wrap. As long as we hit. As long as we hit... I was calculating 1 damage. Well, because Wrap is going to hit 2 times minimum, right? So, like, every time you... For every power point of Wrap, as long as you hit, you will do anywhere from 2 to 5 damage. However, you need to hit. Which, as we have already seen, you could go 4 turns in a row and not fucking touch them, right? And here's the scary thing about Geodude. If we run out of Wraps, because we just have really shit luck with the accuracy, I don't think I stick around and just burn through the... How close am I to leveling up? Oh, quite a ways away. All right. Never mind. If I was closer, I might have just stayed there and just used Wrap to clear it out, but 800 XP away from level 15? Nah. So anyway, the problem is that if I do run out of Wraps, because of a mix of, like, 2 hits... and just never getting a 4 and 5 hit, as well as missing a bunch, At that point, acid is not going to, it's literally going to be incapable of doing damage. Right? Because, gotta remember, they're double resisting. And there is no minimum damage in Gen 1 once you take modifiers into account. It will round up if they're only resisting from one type. So say it's only a ground type. If you hit that ground type for 1 damage, it will still, you know, oh man, cut that in half. 0.5, well, 0.5 rounds back up to 1. If it is double resisted, it will round down to 0. And that's what I'm worried about. You will just miss, quote unquote, because the game doesn't know how to handle a 0 damage attack. So that's what I'm worried about. I'm worried. So what I think I do against the Geodude is I use acid. I think I use acid on the Geodude until I either get him to -2 and then I spam wrap, or until his defense curls get him to the point where acid no longer does damage. And then I wrap. I think that's what I do. That way I never trap myself in a world where I can no longer do damage. And at that point, I basically just have to pray that Supersonic kills him, right? I hate the fact that I'm still not one-shotting the fucking... I mean, our attack stat is garbage. So it makes sense that we're not actually killing these things. All right, where are we sitting? 129. All right, cool. So we will hit level 15 before we have to go back to the Pokemon Center. So yeah, I do think that we want to... Wait. We were already level 15? Wait, when the hell did I hit level 15? Wait, I thought I was like a whole ass level ahead of where I thought I was. Hold up. Well, we're going to fight Brock at level 16. It's fine. All right, so we're back at 0. We're at -1. We're at 0. We're at +1. All right, we're going to start wrapping. Good 5 hit. All right, so he like basically didn't do shit. All right, cool. God damn. This is actually really bad for me. Yep. 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 That's unfortunate. I don't think we got a single defense drop that entire time against the Onyx. That's wild. All right. So Wrap and Confusion is also like really annoying because even if you have okay, so there's a defense drop. There's a bide. Hurt itself in its confusion. There's a double defense drop. Okay. Okay, there we go. Almost fucked up again. All right, get me out of here. 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 I don't care. Shut up. Like, here's the wild thing. I didn't even go for that crazy of acid strats there. So the nice thing is, with Wrap, we have a way to do damage to the Spearow that won't kill it. So I'll be able to catch it easier. Oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. Well, at least I got the defense drop, so the Wrap did more damage. Yeah, like, partially, I was just, like, really unlucky with the defense drops against the Onyx. Like, that entire first fight, I never got a single one. And the second one, they didn't come into play, like, they like, didn't hit until later. Or relatively late. So it got pretty fucking dangerous. Hello? There we go. Not a fucking Jigglypuff off the bat. Really? Come on. No. Wrong bird. No. Wrong Puffball. What the fuck? 2 Jigglypuff. This'll work. I said this'll work. Perfect. Okay, cool. Guys. We're about to actually be able to do damage. Fucking gimme. We have gone from using our 40 base attack to using our 100 base special. Sneaky bitch. I hate when they... Motherfucker got me in a random encounter on the tile that I was before I was going to turn left. almost got me to fucking accidentally run into that trainer. Poison Sting. Oh man, do you want a worse version of Acid? The fact that I have yet to see even a Geodude is fucking wild. There we go. Jesus Christ. Alright, wrap. Alright, that should be enough. Beautiful. Alright. Took a fucking while, but we got one. Go from not being able to one-shot level 10 Weedles to being able to one-shot a level 13, almost one-shot a level 13 Zubat, which is actually quite interesting. Go away. Be gone with you. I was about to say, do not fucking disable my water gun right now, you piece of shit. Yeah, the difference in the damage that I do is wild. Alright, get me out of that fucking cave. Hell yeah. Do I fight? Yes. I should have saved before this, but fuck it, why not? That didn't really... That's fine. The Goldeen is actually kind of scary. But it's not as scary as the Pidgeotto, so we're gonna go fight the Goldeen. I don't think that we fight Misty right now. I think that that's stupid. Alright, so the Goldeen is not scary when the Goldeen literally never attacks you. So that does somewhat negate what I was worried about. You know, when it just never fucking does anything offensive. This fight, though. Oh my god. Now, I do outspeed. You're such a bitch. Whatever. Just water on it. Man, I love being hit by one sand attack and that putting me into a point where I can't do fucking anything ever again. So cool. I despise the sand attack. Check something real quick. Is there a way? Wait, I'm gonna check something real quick. Damn. Okay, I was gonna check something, but it does not seem to be possible. Oh, well, that was also 3 years ago. Nah, it doesn't seem to be possible. Oh, well. I don't know why I'm using acid here. I should have been using water gun. I'm just used to letting acid be my fucking primary damage dealer. Jesus, the one shot. It's actually wild to see me one-shotting things, because, like, there's actually not that many Pokemon that could legitimately one-shot these guys only at level 21, with water gun specifically. Like, yeah, obviously if you have a stronger move, that's one thing, but this is only water gun. And I was able to one-shot Pokemon that I was hitting for neutral damage. Bubble Beam is going to be OP. Bubble Beam is going to be strong as fuck, you're right. I'm looking like on PowerPoint's 12 more. All right. That was a crit. All right, I'm going to fight this guy. It's a little bit of extra XP that I could grab before I try Misty. Because, like, if I can beat Misty right now, obviously that would be better because that would give me Bubble Beam. Yo, nice. Welcome into the Discord, bully. I think you can be. I do too, primarily because of rap. The main thing is just, do I outspeed? I don't think I need to heal for this fight. Absorb is going to hit us for neutral damage. And I can hit her for neutral with acid, so it's fine. One shot the Pidgey. And then, yeah. Okay, so that was an easy fight. I was a little bit worried about it because I'm always a little bit worried about that fight, but ended up not being an issue. Nope, not that. I need the escape rope. There is still one trainer that I could fight in here before her, but I don't think that it's going to give us that much of a benefit. You know what? How much does acid do? Acid actually does good damage. Just supersonic you. So we got a double defense drop. That's fine. Okay, there we go. A little bit worrisome, but we got past it. Yeah. I thought about keeping both bubble or water gun and bubble beam for a minute. but just for like extra power points and like getting rid of Supersonic. But I think Supersonic might still... Does it still have a place? I actually don't know. That Drowsy could have been a little bit scary because of confusion, but with our super high special stat, I wasn't overly worried about it. But it could have caused an issue. Potentially. Thank God we don't have to worry about these fucking birds. Yep. Acid and Rap did good work on her. And now Bubble Beam is just doing what Bubble Beam does on a Pokemon with a 100 base special. Actually, first let's sell. We gotta sell these 3. We can sell the antidote, because obviously I'm never gonna get poisoned. Sell the Nugget. Nope, don't sell that, TM. 5 of those, and 5 of those. We can skip this fight because we don't learn Body Slam, unfortunately. And then we can get this rare candy. I wonder what I'm going to do against the Growlithe and the Ponyta. Super difficult choice. So the big issue here is going to be if we don't one-shot the Pidgeotto, do we get slapped with Bubble Beam? We do not. Therefore, we win. This is the only, like, actual other threat is Kadabra. And that was a confusion from a Kadabra. And it did, like, a quarter of our health. Something like that. Okay, we're actually in a really bad spot there. I probably should have used acid there at the end to finish him off. But that was terrifying. Fortunately, we can immediately go back to Cerulean here, because even with all of this, I'm still not going to go and fight Surge. Because his Raichu will outspeed me, most likely. Oh, we are. Doesn't matter. Oh, here, let me trade the Spearow real quick. Oh, Tentacool can learn Cut if I want a really terrible move. Ugh. How much does Bubble Beam do? Bubble Beam actually does good damage. Holy shit. Yeah, this is the unfortunate thing. Is the fucking paralysis sucks for us real bad. Yes, just keep spamming your fucking growth, you piece of shit. Alright, we're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. This is why we have Paralyze Heals. Saving so I don't have to accidentally go back to that fight again. Are you poison type? You are. I couldn't remember if Venonat was just bug or if it was bug poison. I should have remembered that it was because Venom Moth is bug poison. Obviously, Cubone just dies to that. Alright, so we did get in a Jesus Christ. Alright, we're gonna wrap you to death because you are just way too dangerous. Acid to finish you off because it's 100%. Constrict! Oh my god, I could learn Constrict. It's a wrap that only does 1 hit of damage. It has a very slight chance to lower their speed. Man, I almost wish that I could use that. Such a useful move. Constrict, Razor Wind, Rage, Growl. If I were to... What would be the worst moveset in Gen 1? You would replace Growl with, oh, fuck, what's it called? Focus Energy, right? Obviously, because it actively damages your, how much damage you can do. Wait, did that Vine Whip say not very effective? That's funny. I don't know why I was about to save for this fight. This fight's gonna be a joke. We just bubble beam 3 times and they all die. Rage would definitely be on there. I think that's actually a decent choice, except Razor Wind, if it does hit, actually does some decent damage. I think I would replace Razor Wind with... What would I replace Razor Wind with? Oh, yeah, I do not want to take chances with the Oddish because it's just going to fucking stun spore me. Poison Sting, maybe? Rock Throw. Rock Throw. Replace Razor Wind with Rock Throw. Fucking 60% accurate fucking rock move. Get out of here. Like, I can't believe that. Actually, I know why they did it. They did it because they're like, nobody's going to use a rock-type Pokemon. So obviously the only people that are ever going to use these moves are going to be the enemies. Therefore, we need to make it so that these aren't overpowered. They were balanced as enemy moves, not as moves. Rock Slide is 80? 85? It's like not great, but it's not the end of the world either. All right, so because I'm still not 100% on, yeah, there's like almost no, I think there's like what we looked at this a long time ago on stream. I think there's only one rock move in the entirety of Pokemon, even to this day, that is 100% accurate. They did him dirty. They did. And hell, Rock Slide doesn't even have the flinch chance that it does later on. It's just a basic move with no secondary effect. All right. Let's burn this. Burn this. Pokémon. No, I have not. I am like almost a recluse when it comes to video game playing outside of streams. I don't play co-op games really. I don't play MMOs anymore. I'm just like, I want my very small, very specific single player games. That's what I play. Oh, we hit the level 30. We hit the evolution point. It's like, what game have you been playing off stream lately? Game called Ball Pit. What other game? Hades 2. What other game? Storage Hunter Simulator. Diablo 1? I have never touched Diablo 1. Like I said earlier, I've only ever played Diablo 3 out of the Diablo games. By the time Diablo 4 came out, I just didn't care anymore about Diablo. Real Pioneer. The problem with games like that is that oftentimes they are missing a large chunk. Well, not oftentimes. It's like almost every single one of them, right? Because they weren't developed until later. They're going to be missing a huge chunk of quality of life improvements from the later games that if I were to, what is TM10? That's, yeah, okay. If I were to go back and play them after playing the later games, it's just like, I can understand why people liked this back in the day, but in these days it's garbage, right? Like I will never play StarCraft 1. I will never ever play StarCraft 1. I don't have space for this. Hooray. I'm so glad that I just wasted that money. Yep. You know. Alright, so we get rid of Supersonic. Because rap still. StarCraft 1 is dope. The problem with StarCraft 1 is that I would absolutely lose my fucking mind micromanaging all of those units when you can only grab, was it 12 per fucking control group or 16 per control group? Sorry, I don't have the mental capacity to deal with that shit. Wait, what? Oh shit, I need the lemonade. I already gave her the fucking fresh water, that's right. Well, I accidentally bought an extra fresh water, but that's whatever. Do I buy more proteins to boost up acid? Like, if you come from playing StarCraft 2 to going back and playing StarCraft 1 without the nostalgia or the like the history that a lot of people have with StarCraft 1, it is going to feel infinitely clunkier than StarCraft 2. Like, what do you mean I have to individually send every one of my... What do you mean I can't have my worker units immediately start mining the instant they are spawned? I can't set them to just do that? What do you mean I have to do that with each one of them individually? What do you mean I can only control 12 people at a time? Why the hell can't my units go down this fucking ramp? Like, it's just like, it's not going to be a good play or experience from somebody who doesn't have that history, right? Especially if they played the later games, then gone back to it. That's kind of why I haven't done Diablo 2 or Diablo 1 as well. Is because even though with all of the fuck ups that Diablo 3 had, once you got rid of like the worst of it, you know, like obviously getting rid of the fucking cash shop, Diablo 3 was a really fun game. And I think that it's going to be a similar thing. Going back to Diablo 2 is probably going to be just as painful an experience for somebody who doesn't have that history. I've never played Diablo 2. What do I fucking buy here? Do I buy calciums or proteins? I think it's calciums. Yeah, I think it's calciums. Are you a Quake guy? No. My first-person shooter was actually Duke Nukem 3D. Or was it GoldenEye? It was either GoldenEye or Duke Nukem 3D. And then the next time I played a first-person shooter was like one of the Halo games over at a friend's house that I didn't really pay that much attention to. Oh, god damn it. I was worried about that. Are you serious right now? 25% chance to be fully paralyzed, by the way. We will pop that fresh water because fuck it, why not? But the first first-person shooter that I really got into and played an actual more than like 4 matches of was like Modern Warfare 1 and 2. Way back in the day. I was never good at them. But I did enjoy my time playing them. Primarily because I was an asshole. Turok on 64. Oh my god, that fucking game. I forgot that the Turok series existed, I'm not gonna lie. Wow. That was a thunderbolt from a Raichu. And yeah, I'm like fairly high level at this point. But I'm only 7 levels higher. And that thunderbolt from the Raichu did less than half of my health. It was like a third of my health. That is wild. Let me grab this PowerPoint up real quick. I'm thinking about it. Tentacool is OP. I mean, 100 base special, right? Like, god damn, that was super effective too. That is wild. I think we just spam Ice Beam in here. And then I think I just pop an Ether whenever I run out of them and just continue spamming Ice Beam in here. There's what was it? There's 19? Here, actually, there's something that I want to do. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, because there's, what, 19 Pokemon in this gym? Alright, so the reason that I just got Barrier isn't just you put up a screen and you take half damage from physical attacks. It actually increases your defense, which is a badge boost move. What am I looking like? 4. Okay, so we're gonna use an Ether here. Hello? Oh shit. My controller just died. My controller just died. All right, give me 1 second. I gotta go find charging. Oh, there it is. It is literally right here. Okay. Nope. Just gotta plug it into the power bank is all. All right. That's actually a little bit weird. Well, I guess I am using it 2 days a week now instead of just 1. Because, like, I usually don't have to charge it every week. Because I don't play any games that require a controller outside of stream. So, like... Did I save before this fight? If I didn't, I'm going to be very upset with myself. Sleep powder is terrifying. Okay, good. We woke up. Holy shit, that's all a Razor Leaf did? Nice. Okay, that's wild. That is wild that the grass fucking trader did that little damage to me. Okay, and we get Mega Drain, which we then teach. Over barrier. Yes. Yes. Wait, we need to go to Saffron. I'm actually gonna go and drop off a bunch of our key items because I'm running out of inventory space, honestly. Should probably blast through those last 2 potions as well. Lift key is not necessary. Sylph Co is. HM2 is not. Alright, there we go. There we go. That's some good inventory management. Fuck! There's another reason I went to Saffron. And by that, I mean there was a reason that I went to Saffron specifically, and then I immediately flew away because I'm an idiot. There we go. Now we can go back to the tower. I can't believe I'm like 140 fucking runs into this. And I still can't remember that shit. Interesting that Megatrain didn't kill there. Megatrain is kind of weak. Yeah, it is only 40 base power. Interesting. Interesting that it's a damage range. It's a little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Yeah, which means that these level 24s are not going to be killed by Bubble Beam. Ow, fucking hell. I just realized how much damage I took there. Jesus. That damage went hard. Fuck. Oh my god, I just remembered. I just remembered something incredible. I fucking prepped up breakfast and lunch for this week. And I cooked myself some biscuits and gravy to have for my breakfast this week. I'm looking forward to that shit. Oh, it's gonna be good. Had some already yesterday, and I mean, technically this morning. It was delicious. Yeah, I made up a pizza for lunch. And, yeah, like I said, I made, biscuits and gravy for breakfast. And I still got chili for dinner. Debating on making a chili burrito. Which is literally just, instead of having chili in a fucking bowl, you just wrap it up in a tortilla and eat it like that. How's that chili anyways? Oh yeah, it's good. Like, the problem with that first day of chili was not the chili, it was the 2-year-old fucking saltines that I tossed in it. Don't just leave shit in your kitchen for years on end. Yeah, that's my culinary tip of the day. Don't just leave shit in your fridge forever. Or not even in your fridge, because they're saltines, right? Don't just leave shit in your fucking... the words, stuff, things. Yeah, just don't do that. Don't do that thing that I said. That was gross as fuck, though. What the hell is happening here? Okay, so I get outsped by the Kadabra, which is unfortunate. Wait, I'm only level 36. Why am I only level 36? Oh! Okay. Ow. Fuck. I don't think I saved before this fight either. Did I? Please tell me I did. Fuck. Alright, well. It is what it is. Damn. You've got to be kidding me. Okay. I need to remember that fucking Drowsy is not quite so physically weak as the Abra line. And so swapping to acid for them is not really worth it. Yeah, look at the damage difference between Bubble Beam and fucking acid. I feel like I'm under leveled at this point relative to where I normally am. Not forget the elixir. Really? You're such a shit. Don't forget to save. Yeah, I probably should. Do I have full restore? Yeah, I was gonna say, I know that there's a trap on level 7 coming out of this fucking elevator. So we have Swords Dance now. Do I get rid of Bubble Beam yet? Where would I use Bubble Beam? Should I go to Blaine first before I get rid of Bubble Beam? Probably. I should probably beat Blaine before I get rid of Bubble Beam. All right. Get rid of it. I think it's a little bit premature. So the reason that I don't think that it's a good idea to get rid of it just yet is A, it does do slightly more damage than Ice Beam. So it is actually my most damaging move right now after Stab. I did save. I saved after getting the card key. Like, normally I save before I do the fight against the juggler there. I don't actually know why I didn't. Like, I usually save the instant I get into this gym. Because I know how difficult these fights are. Jesus. Interesting. Okay. Good crit. Fuck, dude, that confusion hurt. There we go. Okay. That was a rough, which means that the fucking 3 Drowsy and Kadabra fight is going to be a nightmare. Okay, we got really lucky that he just didn't do anything for 3 fucking turns. Get me out of here. Although these guys are lower level. Mega Drain being disabled is fine. I will take it. Okay, we got lucky. We got lucky again. Although I don't... Yeah, I guess he just, like, decided that he didn't want to fucking attack us, which is fine. So no paralysis, which is really good for us. And no paralysis, which is really good for us. Okay, cool. Awesome. There's the paralysis. Okay, we got through it. Do we even beat this guy? Do we beat Koga? If we don't, it's not going to be due to lack of PowerPoints. Good crit. Actually, insane crit. 2 insane crits. Holy fuck. No, we do not learn Screech. 3 insane. What the fuck? What is happening right now? That's what I was worried about. Yep, that's what I was worried about. So, granted, that was a crit. That was a crit, but that was also, like, the luckiest up to the point where we got crit. That was actually 4 fucking insane crits in, like, 5 turns. Also, fuck you. Shit. Yeah. That was with the next attack. God damn it. So the Weezing's a 3-hit KO. We do outspeed. He one-shots us. So far, we know that he one-shots us with a single X attack without a crit. Or with a crit. The double smoke screen, are you kidding me? The triple smoke screen, are you fucking kidding me? Well, we know that a self-destruct kills us here. That was actually with 3 badge boosts to my defense as well, by the way. So we die to an So if we don't get any badge boot, like just full on naked, we still die to a single self-destruct. By the way, the Weezing is still yet to do a single move that's not self-destruct. God damn it, man. I can't believe I went through all of my Mega Drains and Ice Beams to get through this fucking coughing. And I still lost to it because smoke screen is bullshit. crit. Awesome. It just didn't do anything. That's great. Love to see that. Smoke screen sucks balls. And we got a freeze. All right, we win. Sure, why not? I'll take it. So I'm fairly certain that the way that the AI works, the Muck had a 50-50 to go for either tackle or self-destruct on any given attacking turn. Or he could have gone for a X attack. Oh shit, I don't have a water type for Surf. Do I beat Rival 5 right now? Oh shit. All right, we got room. Barely, but we got room. I don't know why I was healing there like I need it. Yeah. Okay, so okay. So the reason that I was hesitant to go here in the first place is because I really want to have Swords Dance for this fight. Let's see how it goes. All right, so we don't quite one shot. And yeah, okay. We get outsped and we get murdered by the fucking Alakazam. That's kind of what I expected. It is an Alakazam. All right, so what we're gonna do? Good. Shit. Wait, where's the mart? I need to sell stuff. I'm just carrying around like 8 different TMs that I'm literally never gonna use. All right, TM40, go away. That's Thunderbolt. Jesus Christ, I'm carrying around TMs from fucking Vermilion. That one we keep. This one we do not. This is Toxic. Max Potion. Okay, there we go. Nope, not this house. This house. All right, so we now have a rod. And please just... Yes. All right. Oh, no, I had to spend an extra 500. That's fine. How the hell did I manage to go in there? Literally, in all of my runs through this game, I have never once gone through that. Gone into that house. Yes, you will work. You learn Surf. Are you fucking... Really? Hit the ball. There we go. I could just, like, yes, technically, very, very technically, I could teach Surf to Tentacool, but I really, that's not happening. I ain't teaching that to the Tentacool. Okay. Oh, that's right. Because I am such low. Wait, why am I so underleveled? What? Yeah, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Like, I am so underleveled that I feel like I'm forgetting, like, an entire area of the game. But I'm not. Like, I know I still have to deal with Sylph Co, obviously. Oops. I still have Sabrina's gym. But I feel like I'm so insanely underleveled right now. Like, is Tentacool actually on a slower level up curve? Saffron beat all the trainers? But I can't do that until I beat... Rival 5. And it's not like I usually go through all of Sylph Co to beat all the trainers. So the next major, like, mashup of trainers that I would potentially have to fight are Sabrina's gym. Or this gym. But, like, this is also not the first time that I've skipped Sabrina's gym to come down here. Well, I guess I have had this issue in the past, and I've never really paid that much attention. Yeah, I guess I wonder how many times has it been that I've come down here and been underleveled where it's just like I skipped the entirety of Sabrina's gym. No, because I've done her gym 7th multiple times. I think that was our first Gen 1 miss of the run. Holy shit, we got all the way to Blaine's gym before our first Gen 1 miss. No fucking way. Now here's the question. Do I outspeed this Rapidash? Do I outspeed you? I do not. That is unfortunate. Because that tells me that I'm not going to outspeed Blaine's Rapidash either, which means that we could potentially get into a fire spin loop, which is really unfortunate for us. All right, I'm going to heal to get power points back, and then we'll come back in. And the Arcanine is definitely going to outspeed us. It's got a 5 level advantage over us. Wait, did I get a fucking speed drop? Ah! That A one shot from full. I did get tail whip, so I did have lower defense there. I don't know why I came up here to fight him. Okay, so we dodged the tail whips. Whew! All right. Get me out of here. We beat him. I was actually not sure if we would be able to... Oh, you can dig out of his gym. Shit, I wish I had known that. I would have fucking done that before. Okay, so the really nice thing about that is I can now teach Sword Stance over Bubble Beam. And I now have all 5 badge boosts as well. So Sword Stance will be boosting all of my stats. Except for HP, obviously. Alright, we will do Sword Stance twice more here. I did not mean to Mega Drain. Ow. Ice Beam. Acid should one-shot. The fucking crit! No! Fine. Because of course. Of course. I misplayed somewhat there too. So we just want to Ice Beam the Pidgeot and kill it. We Sword Stance against the Growlithe because the Growlithe doesn't do a whole lot against us, especially if he keeps roaring. Alright. Ice Beam the Growlithe. Ice Beam the Execute. Acid the Alakazam. There we go. And then we Mega Drain the Blastoise. Even with full badge boost, the Mega Drain still is a 2-shot. That's scary as hell. Probably should have just Ice Beamed, but to be safe. I'm actually kind of surprised the Mega Drain fucking one-shot there. Yeah, I was about to say, we fucking absolutely murder a Rhyhorn with Mega Drain. Alright, so there's that. Before I begin the self-flagellation that is Misty's, Sabrina's gym, I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. I will be back in just a moment. And yeah, we will do this. See you in a sec. All right, I'm back. Sorry about the extended break. Hey, Philemon. Welcome in, welcome in. How are you today? Merry Christmas, by the way, to everybody. Get back into it. Getting restarted in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so Sabrina's gym. I am wearied. Okay, so the good thing is that I do have something to straight up counter the slowpokes and the slowbro. The bad thing is that I did not heal before I came in here, and I have very low power points. So we're gonna fix that real quick. Hi, buddy. You gonna come and say hi? Come on. Johnny Cat's over here acting like he doesn't want to, but we all know he will. So the question now, right now, as of right now, this is the question. The question now is, do we win this game in the next 25 minutes? That's how much time we have. Kitten, you are trying to wrap yourself up in this cord, and I don't appreciate it. Yeah, you have literally wrapped this cord around yourself. Hi, I love you. He's not used to having a fucking cord on the fucking controller. That's not great. Okay, we are undisabled already. Hi. Love you, buddy. This one? Yes. Alright, obviously these are going to be the biggest pain in the ass in this gym because I don't really have a good counter for them. We just basically have to Ice Beam and pray. Hooray, immediately paralyzed and then also confused. Ugh. Wait, I thought about doing some more playtesting on my ROM hack again. I'm not getting any feedback. I want to play Pathfinder a lot too. Yeah, I have not. I've been like hyper obsessed with like 8 different games off stream. I'm not kidding. It's difficult when there's suddenly an influx of a lot of really good games to like pick one and stick with it. Okay, there we go. Yes, use Dream Eater, you fucking idiot. Nope, not that. Nope, not that. There we go. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Are you fucking kidding me? Wake up. Thank you. Jesus. Don't have that problem mostly. Are you seriously? Thank you. Jesus. Alright. I'm not saving because this is just a Slowbro. And I can Mega Drain my way to get my health back. To a point. Alright. And then we could just use a Super Push to get the rest of it back. How am I looking on moves? 20 acids. Okay. Beta phase, my brother is down for it. Fair enough, fair enough. That sucks. That sucks a lot. And of course I hit... Okay, fine. Everything's fine. People doing BG3 runs weekly. Good luck. I mean, hell, I even tried that on stream. And we got like 5 episodes in. Something like that. And it just died because adulting can't ever make a fucking schedule that stays consistent. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Oh, reset. I'm honestly astonished that my D&D group is still like meeting somewhat regularly. Like, we didn't even meet up this week because I think like 4 out of the 6 people couldn't make it. Literally the only 2 that could make it are my DM and his girlfriend, who live together. Why am I doing this on the Kadabra? No way the Mr. Mime fucking survived a double sword stance acid. Oh, Jesus. Alright, well, I'm fucked. Yeah, there it is. Alright, I tried to get... I forgot that it was double resisted. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, is this why he was able to survive? Is because he was using fucking barrier like an asshole? God damn it. Live alone? Same. Yeah, it's difficult when you become an adult to like have a consistent schedule with a group of multiple other adults. Okay, so we're at max. There we go. That's all I needed. Okay, I just needed to survive long enough to get the fucking 3 goddamn whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We lived. We got past it. Ugh. Problem with finding someone I enjoy. Yep, that's another thing is like you also have to find a group that you can play with. I don't know why I came here. Wait, did I heal? Oh, I did. Okay. I don't know why I used acid there. That was stupid. 18 minutes left. We got this. Yeah. These terminus games, we won't even test my ROM hack because I made it in English. Did I learn Hydro Pump? Nope. Ice Beam is super effective against Nidoking. I don't know why I forget that sometimes. What the fuck? Alright, so we Mega Drain. Oh, that doesn't even kill. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's what I thought. God damn it. God damn it. Just released a video on needing playtesters. Yeah. Did he? Must have missed that. Well, you gotta figure he put a lot. Like, how long has he been working at the YouTube thing, right? Let's say so. Mega Drain kills the Doug trio, but not the Sand Slash. That makes sense. Romhack Tooth years up. Yeah, but like it's so that wasn't exactly the right question. The thing is, like, he is like, I mean, how many subscribers does he have? No, it's not about deserve. That's the unfortunate thing about the world, is that very little comes down to what you deserve. There are a lot of people that deserve a lot more than what they get. Like, if we're just talking about time invested, like, I've been streaming for 5 years now. Oh, 5.5 years I've been streaming. I'm gonna go back and heal. Yeah, it's unfortunately how it goes. Like, there have been multiple points where I've thought about just stopping, because I don't see really any growth. And I don't blame anybody else, because it's nobody else's fault. It's like, how could I grow more? Well, one thing is I don't know why I'm doing sword stance here. That's actually kind of stupid. But we can immediately get our health back anyway, so it's not a big deal. Ice beam. Tentacool, right on. Oh, right on actually lived. Okay. I like this song. $14 minutes. We got 6 fights left. We're getting there. This is a close fucking run. We just leveled up, right? Yes. So I should be able to keep the badge boosts all the way through this fight. And the Pidgeot is going to be stuck using agility forever. So it's a free setup. I should be fine. There's actually even a we lose it right before we get to the Blastoise, but the Blastoise, like, the scariest thing that the Blastoise has is like bite or something. Felt a bit too strong when you did your final test. See, like, stuff like that, I like, even if I just would not be able to help with stuff like that. I'd be like, I don't know, it feels all right to me. Because I'm used to doing this dumb shit, right? I don't have strength. Do I? Nope. I never got strength. Fuck. Okay, thank God I can fly out of here. Wait, did I not get the Lapras? I could have gone straight to fucking floor 3, couldn't I? Gimme. Alright. Dig out. Teach strength to Lapras. I don't know if I've ever entirely forgotten to teach strength. That's wild. I do have the 10 rare candies, so I didn't forget any rare candies at least. How am I going that? What the fuck is... What am I doing? You just prove that things are possible. Yeah, with my absolutely insanely underleveled team beating the fucking Elite Four. Lapras, use strength. So, by the way, for anybody who's wondering, why the hell did you go all the way to Sylph Co to get a Lapras to teach strength when you already have it on a Geodude? Because I guarantee you, I will accidentally hit dig myself out of this cave, and undo all of my work. Don't hit that guy. Rival got buffed, yeah. And roots. Okay, Bully, what's with the spooky shit? What is happening with this? Because you've been saying that all fucking night. I'm assuming this is a reference that I just don't get. Am I too boomer for this? Well, like, what's going on with that? Explain yourself. Putting you on the spot. Nice. Well, I'm glad I could be of some assistance. It's just like the main issue for me is that, like, after playing through Pokemon Red as many times as I have, Songman, I've been saying it all day. I don't think you're too boomer. We're probably the same age. It's a hook and a song. Okay. But yeah, the problem for me right now in playing Pokemon games on my off time is that, like, I've spent so many hundreds of hours playing Pokemon on stream that I want to play something else when I'm not playing on stream. Like, it's just like I enjoyed playing your ROM hack. Like, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed my time in it. It's just like, it's really hard for me to play a Pokemon game when I could be playing any of the other games that I talked about. It's like Hades calls to me like every couple of days right now. It's like, hey, you haven't played me in a minute. Oh, my full-on inventory again. Let's take care of that. Oh, I'm not saying that I'm going to stop playing Pokemon forever. Like, don't get me wrong, like, but I am going to take a break from it. Like, I'll probably take a month off. At the very least, I will probably take a full month off of Pokemon once I finish this. Okay, so only one protein. Oh my god. I saved when my fucking inventory was full. Fucking kill me. Alright, there we go. Play for a week, sometimes a whole month, and then a month. Yeah, like, that's the main thing, is just like, I'm just like, alright. I have been playing this one game for 5 years. The Pokemon, these runs probably have been going on for 5 years now. I mean, it's the same reason that I don't really play Kingmaker anymore. Or Wrath. It's like, it's not that I don't like the games. I like the games. They're really good. I have 1,000+ hours in all of them. I wouldn't have that much time in them if I didn't like them. But, like, eventually you gotta be like, alright, I'm kind of done. Alright, speaking of done, I don't need to pinch my pennies. Alright. So we are maxed on the steroids. All that's left is Elite 4. Not the Tentacool. Geodude, Ducks, the Wag, and the Wrasse. They all go away. Yeah, like the thing with the Wrath, like that last Wrath playthrough, the problem was literally, oh, I didn't fucking, I didn't, ow. I didn't use the rare candies. I have to reload 20 times in early game for every boss, but only reload 1 or 2 times once you got some mythics. In late game, you just breeze. Yeah, like that's the issue. I don't know what just happened. I was not actually paying attention. That was the main issue. The main issue was the beginning of the game was absolutely fucking impossible, and the end of the game was, there was no challenge whatsoever. Since I started watching your channel back when you did the Wrath podcast with Lorespire. Ah, yeah. So we keep 2, 1 for Lance, 1 for Lance, 1 for the champion. Wasn't around for that, sadly. So we did a podcast. You can actually still check. I think the episodes are still on the channel, but it was literally only like 3 episodes. Or something like that. All right, we're gonna save. Yeah, and then I haven't talked with him in quite a while. God damn it. Oh my god. The fact that I don't one-shot the Cloister is really unfortunate. That does nothing. Holy shit. So Acid actually does more to Lapras. Okay, so Okay. So I think we just acid the Lapras. That's a little bit unfortunate that I used all of those PowerPoints. For Christmas Eve, new glasses this morning. Later at my mother's place for Christmas Eve. What are your plans? So I'm going over to my aunt and uncle's for Christmas Eve. So tomorrow night. That's why I'm not streaming. Because I will be doing that, and the next morning I will be going over to my mom's house and having Christmas over there with my mom and my brother and my nieces and all of them. So yeah, I'm actually going to be able to see both sides of my family for once. I'm very happy about that and looking forward to it. Jesus Christ. Also, so, well, no, because right now it's still Christmas Eve, or it's not Christmas Eve yet for another 3 hours. So tomorrow is Christmas Eve. And then I will be at my mom's house the morning of Christmas Day. How much does this do? It doesn't even do half. Okay, we have a frozen Gengar, so we can freely set up with Sword Stance. Tried to sleep in as much as I could. Nice. I've been there. I'm currently trying real hard to get my own sleep schedule back into a somewhat normal fucking setup. Yeah, that's death. All right, unfortunately, I'm out of time. So we are going to have to finish this run next time. So next Tuesday. Stretch. Okay. So, well, considering we were just talking about Christmas Eve, no stream tomorrow night because of that. No stream on Thursday because that's my normal schedule. Friday and Saturday we're gonna be back for more Rogue Trader. The next Tuesday we will finish off this run, and then here, let me reset. Yeah, okay, so I did pause. I did save. Yeah, so we will finish this run next Tuesday. I will not start a new one, so we will have to figure out something to do afterwards. The last time we did this, I took the autism and the racism test, so maybe we'll find some other ism test to take. But yeah, that's going to be it for me today, guys. If you have not done so already, you're over on the YouTube side. If you could like and subscribe to the channel, that would be very much appreciated. If you're over on the Kick side, if you could follow, that would also be appreciated. And if you want to support the channel financially over on Kick, you could toss me a subscription. You would be my first ever sub over on Kick. If you're on YouTube, there should be links in the description if you want to help financially support the channel. I think one of them goes to my Patreon, another one goes to Throne if you want to buy me a Christmas present of, I think it's like entirely Lego shit on the Throne. And I think also the Discord link is in there. It's been a while. What the fuck is my... YouTube description on these. It's been forever since I've actually looked at it. Yeah, Discord, Patreon, and Throne. Yeah, so those are the links in the description on the YouTube side. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I gotta go get ready for work. Thank you, everybody, for hanging on watching. I appreciate y'all as always. And as always, I hope you all enjoyed the stream. I hope you all have a good evening, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye! Hey, thanks for watching. If you would like to help support the channel, you can do so by following, subscribing, joining the Discord, or maybe even checking out the Patreon or Throne links down below.